Hello and welcome to Learn Gauntlet with me. I don't know much about Gauntlet. I want to try it out. I want you guys to come along for the ride. So I've only done maybe about half a dozen Gauntlet runs before, and only one since Shimzar I decided to have a practice run. The practice run did go pretty well. I drafted a deck that looked really bad but had Kara Winterblade in it, so I went 8-3 I think. Definitely my highest record so far. So I don't know how this is going to go. I may draft awfully or play horribly or whatever. I'm going to try and puzzle it out and explain my thought process as I go along, and I hope it's interesting and informative. Alright, let's get to it. Vitruvian, Songhai, Magmar. None of those are Vannar, so I have to think. Songhai are probably terrible in draft, right? Where you can't reliably assemble their combos that the faction sort of revolves around, and just playing ordinary good stuff minions doesn't work very well. Magmar are probably quite good. They have a bunch of good pump spells, situational answers. They have Plasma Storm. I think Vitruvian are probably the best pick though, because they just have all these cards that your opponent has to have the right answer to, otherwise they lose. And in Constructed, well, your opponent can have answers to them, but in Gauntlet they're much less likely to. They'll have fewer Dispels and fewer Plasma Storms and whatnot. So let's try Vet. What have we got to start? Well, this is good. So we've got Zor, which seems, I don't know, probably bad. Like, the mechs are all small, except apparently you can get Mecha Zor itself, which I guess would be hilarious. But beyond that, I don't want to spend an epic pick on some, like, what is it, 1 in 7 or 8 chance of getting a Mecha Zor when I could get this Purgatos, which is a great way of dealing or ameliorating pressure depending on what Purgatos feels like. Bone Reaper, so Bone Reaper I ran into a few times when I was learning to play the game, and I thought it was insane. And it doesn't see very much play in the real world because of Zenrui nowadays, but it seems like it could be very good in Gauntlet where there aren't really Zenruis. You know, it's a lot of toughness. The fact that it has like a pseudo rush where it gets to deal damage to minions straight away seems strong, but it is also a 6-drop. I mean, it's a very good defensive 6-drop. What faction are we playing? I'm playing Vitruvian. Yeah, let's take the Purgatos. Purgatos is great. Sojourner. Hello, Sojourner. I mean, there's some other stuff, but this is mediocre, and Sojourner is awesome. Let's play a Sojourner. Ghost Links, Falkius, Ethereal Obelisk. So, Obelisk is good, especially being 2 mana. I feel like Falkius is the better card. And certainly there are more different Obelisks as well that we can be offered. I mean, Ethereal Obelisk has the distinction of being 2 mana, but I really like Falkius for allowing you to commit a body to the board and remove an opponent's minion at the same time. That's one of the most powerful things you can do in a card game. The Obelisks kind of do that by allowing you to repeatedly remove things without the Obelisk taking damage, but they're very tempo negative. The opponent can attack them for free. They're a bit awkward to play on the first turn when you're going second. So I'm going to pick this guy because he's awesome. Songweaver, First Sword of a Crane, Dragonlark. So the Dragonlark's probably bad. First Sword of a Crane is quite good. It's a bit slow. I've had this card in my deck before in Gauntlet runs, and I haven't been very impressed with it. But it's quite large. It's just the sort of card where the line of text is small enough that you just want to be able to throw it out for like 2 or 3 mana, like a Primus Fist, basically, just to make some good trades. But it's also a Storm Metal Golem or most of one. And those two things are a bit disparate. But I think we've already got 2 3-drops, and there's a risk of getting more. Songweaver's an okay card, but I don't think it's as bomby as this. But then we'll probably get offered more bombs later. I do like how this does have the the Primus Fist style effect. It's very bad when you have nothing on board though, which is a big risk. Yeah, let's try it out. We do already have 3 3-drops, that's not good. There's a ranged unit, that's exciting. This is mediocre, I think. And then Bone Swarm, which is an AoE and some removal, so it's probably the pick. So ranged units are annoying because if you stick one, you probably just win. And if you play one and the opponent can answer it, you get put so far behind because their bodies are so small for their cost. So I think I would definitely pick up like a Veil Hunter or something because it's cheap enough that you just throw it out straight away. They have to answer it and you can play a Science First Wish on it and start getting value. But I think this one is a bit pricey for what we want. So I'll pick the Bone Swarm. Ooh. Second Wish or Obelisk? Second Wish is really good. I mean, it's... Well, I say that. I keep replacing it when I draw it in Constructed. And the list I was playing today actually only has one of them. It was really good in Xerix aggro decks, but they could reliably make a hasty body to put it on. Whereas we... Like, you don't really want to play a minion and play a Second Wish on it and just pass the turn. Because if you get blown out by them having a removal spell or a dispel, that's really bad for you. It is extremely good on Sojourner, but I think I'm going to take the Obelisk. We need 2-drops. I want Obelisks in general in my deck because I think they're very strong, especially on turn 1. So, yeah, let's pick this guy up. Ooh, epics. Mirage Master. Mirage Master seems pretty janky. I mean, I love clones, but the fact that it can only copy your opponent's minions makes it a bit awkward. I mean, it can be a 4-mana Storm Metal Golem or something, but we're playing Vitruvian. We have Dominant Will for that, which is much better. So I think I'd rather have... Obviously, we don't have a Dominant Will in the deck yet, but I don't think this is great. So this... Just passing over the Starsphere for a moment, because this is kind of the default pick. This thing, Sworn Defender... I've seen this card. I've actually seen it play in Constructed a couple of times, and it was sort of alright. Minions that can self-heal are very powerful. This could actually be the pick over... Oh, it doesn't have Provoke. You know what? I always thought that thing had Provoke. It might still be quite good, but... without that, especially as that with Falcius and I guess ideally Wildfire Rank don't really want... We want our generals to be able to attack without taking damage where possible. So I'll take the board clear. AoE is good. People probably won't play around this very much. Oh, that's difficult. Dispel is great. This is known. Falcius is great. This is known. But this card is bananas. This thing, Unanswered Starfire Scarab is just death in Gauntlet, from what I've seen. I think I have to pick this thing, even though these two cards are both very good, and I would happily play a second Falcius, and I want Siphon Energies in my deck. Bloodshard Golem I've always thought of as underwhelming. Dragonlark, no. But Saberspine Tiger is awesome. We're already leaning on the 3-drops. This is a problem. Oh no, this is interesting. So we've got a Dervish. We don't have any buffs yet. We passed on the one we saw. So he's probably not very exciting. This guy I don't think is great without, again, buffs. But Grincher is awesome, right? Grincher is lots of value in trolling. We definitely want him. Ooh. So, Doomcaster. This is good if we pick Xerix as a general. I don't know whether you're supposed to pick Xerix or Sarge in a generic deck in Gauntlet. It is nice that Sarge can kill 4 toughness minions with her Bloodborne spell, but it is also nice that Xerix can make dudes. So this could be good, just for being essentially a 4/4 for 3 with a little 2/1 on the side, assuming we're playing Xerix. I don't think I want a second Bone Swarm yet when there are 2 other good options available. This is also a turn 1 play if we need one. We're a third of the way through the deck, so we're not desperate. And this thing is quite good value, the Windstrike. But I think I like the Dunecaster for its tempo potential. Making Bloodborne spell dorks or obelisk dorks into real threats. What have we got here? We have a Necroseer, we have a Young Flame, we have a Staff. The Staff is probably like okay. I don't know if it's something you really want in the deck. I think Falkius does essentially the same thing in the majority of situations, because a lot of people will just remove the artifact next turn using whatever they have available. We don't have very many 4-drops yet, so I'm kind of leaning towards the Flamewing over the Necroseer, even though this draws a card. I mean, maybe that's good enough to make it worthwhile. It's quite good value. No, we've already got a bunch of 5-drops, and you want to lean on 2s and 4s in Duelist, so let's take a Young Flamewing. Oh! Falkius or Siphon? I think I want a second Falkius. Just being able to remove random minions early on is so valuable, even though we already have a big pile of 3-drops. Oh, we don't have that many, we have 4. We just have more than anything else. Props to these other 2 cards for being pretty good, but I think Falkius is the pick here. Oh, 4-drops. Good ones too. Both of these are good. Second Wish is fine. I'm not picking it over the 4-drop that I need. Let's see. So, Windstrike is good value if you're ahead, because you can snipe something with it. Hailstone Golem is kind of probably better to just throw out on turn 2 to contest the board. So I think we're going to pick that. Oh wow. These are all really bad. I don't think we have any Dying Wish minions. No, we passed all the ones that we saw. This is a 6/6 for 6, that's fine I guess. That does nothing. I think taking a bad vanilla card over 2 blanks is probably correct. Oh yes, Pyromancer. Now we're going to regret passing all those science second wishes, but never mind. So Entropic Decay is good. I do like it, but we have Falkius to do a very similar thing. And Pyromancer is one of those cards where, you know, if they don't have the answer, it kills them. So let's go for that. Plus it's a 2-drop, we need those. Speaking of 2-drops, or there's a Siphon. We should probably take a Siphon at some point. I mean, Shiro is great and all, but we do need to be able to dispel stuff. Let's see. Solid 2-drop, solid 4-drop. These are both. I don't know why I'm replying in chat as opposed to by voice. So I need Cookie just asked how many factions have ranged minions. I think only Songhai has its own, but there are several neutral ones. So I don't think. Yeah, I think they're all neutral plus a few Songhai cards. Oh, this is interesting. So I love Provoke. It's great for defending obelisks. Great for defending my face. I love Healing Mystic. It's Healing Mystic. And we don't have any 2-drops that can really tussle early. You know, these are little and fragile. We don't really want to cast Dunecaster on turn 1. I think I'm going to go for the Primus over the Healing Mystic just because it is the better top deck. And Provoke is great for defending our obelisks and our blast minions and so on. Ah, Battle Pets. Do we... how good are Battle Pets? They've seemed pretty reasonable on paper to me. Some of them are very good. I don't think I want this. Although it is nice that it can hit them for free. There are far too many things that punish it, as well as, you know, things like Sojourner and Shiro that it just dies to. Yun is more sizable. Or we could just take a second Bone Swarm and hope the opponent clusters up around their general, I guess. I mean, Bone Swarm is quite good when you're ahead, because if your opponent plays minions to try and stabilize, they'll probably be next to their general, so you can Bone Swarm and get damage in. But it is mostly best when combined with general hits, and we have Valkyries for that. Kind of does a similar thing. So let's take a chance on this Yun. He's dumb, but he is a big part of stats. That is technically a 2-drop, but it's dreadful, so let's ignore that. We have a flyer and a minion that's immune to generals. I like flyers. I mean, Skywing isn't very large. We do have a young Flamewing that it combos with, which is kind of cute. We have a Songweaver that can buff it, in theory. I'd rather use that on Pyromancer, though. Flying minions are quite good because you can just kind of play them in safety. They're very good when you're going second. You play the Skywing far away, and then you can run in and hit something with it, or take a mana tile. Probably gives it the nod over the Corsair. Ephemeral Shroud or First Sword of a Crane. This is the part where we kind of want to look to flesh out the top end of our curve, I guess. But I don't think... I mean, this is a 2-drop, again, in a pinch. And it's an Ephemeral Shroud. We need those. So I'm going to go with him. These are all quite bad, right? I mean, so Astral Phasing is cute with Blast minions. You can sort of get people when they try and play around you, and obviously catch up. Or lift the minion to safety somewhere. I don't know what else we have that it combos with. I guess you can whack someone with a large minion that we have a couple of. I mean, it's probably better than either of these. Ashmeth, it seems very mediocre when you're not Kara. I guess Ghostlinks is reasonably disruptive, and it is a 2-mana play, but I think I'm going to take the phasing for sort of jank potential. The +5 health is also good because, I mean, this card can be a pseudo removal spell by way of, you know, you pick a minion that has power equal to an enemy minion's toughness, you're astral phasing your guy, and it will survive because the +5 health will absorb the opponent's counterattack. Second Pyromancer, second Golem, or a Staff. I want the Pyromancer, I think. I really hope we get a Science First Wish in the last few picks. We could really use some buff spells now. We've got a Saberspine Tiger, we've got a couple of Flyers, we've got Pyromancers, we've got a Starfire Scarab, so being able to make our dudes a bit bigger would be good. Yeah, I think that's reasonable. Well, that technically buffs our dudes, but not very well. I'll just take a third Falcius. Value is value. Ooh, bombs. So I think I want this 10-10. It's obviously clunkier. We only have 3 5-drops, so this could fit into the curve. But there is a bit of a lack of impact in this deck in general. I think we're not really gonna... This is hardly the nuts Vitruvian deck, right? This is probably not great. So I think we just want this to be able to slam it on the board and be like, well, the rest of the deck's not great, but do you have an answer to this? And you could guess, what is Blast doing? Blast allows you to attack across an entire row or column of the board. So Blast is awesome because your minions can attack and hit multiple targets potentially, and without being counterattacked. So it's kind of similar to ranged, has some upsides, some downsides. The main downside is you have to move to that row to shoot along it, which means that if you want to shoot something that's too far away, like on the other end of the board, vertically, say, because your blast minion will normally camp out on the left side of your sort of home base. You know? So if your Pyromancer is down in the bottom left corner and it wants to move to the top left corner to shoot something in the top right, it can't do that. Whereas a ranged minion would be able to make that attack. And it's harder for them to run away while still attacking. But outside of that, like, you know, a well-positioned blast minion is better than a well-positioned ranged minion, just because it can hit multiple targets. So looking at this pick, we have an Obelisk, which can buff our Xerix Dervishes, can buff our Stars Fury Dervishes, can buff Doomcaster Dervishes, and is an Obelisk. I think that gives it the nod over the Tiger, and I definitely don't want a second copy of Astral Phasing. I would like some more obelisks, I think they're quite good. Windstrike, Hard Removal, Staff. More staffs. So we already have triple Falchius for this, but we're not playing Sarge. So it might be good to have one card that is just an out. On the other hand, it would also be nice to have another 4-drop, especially when they can trade with something and draw a card, or run around and snipe things like ranged minions. Might actually be better. Because we're sort of covered for things that are next to Xerix or Sarge. Well, we have an artifact generator as well. Yeah, we want this. Ah, Brill. Another big bomb. I think we want this over the Necros here. We want something that can stand on the board and go, hey, I'm here, deal with me. Sand Trap. That could be okay. But I don't really see it doing much, especially as it costs us an entire card. Definitely don't want another one of these, but I'm more than happy to play lots of golems. Ah, perfect. So there's a ranged minion, or an obelisk. This is the best obelisk by far, and given that we have a Stars Fury, I really want to pick this. I was hoping a Fireblaze obelisk would show up. So Fireblaze obelisk with Stars Fury makes them all into 3/2s, which is just an insane amount of damage. You know, if your opponent's spread out, you can deal 12 or 15 damage with the Stars Fury. And because the dervishes can move, those could all end up piling into a large minion or into their face. So I think we want that. And because we have 2 obelisks that buff, plus a Dunecaster, I do believe we want Xerix. Xerix can also occasionally let us play blast minions further away, let us play things like the Primus further forward, block off space to protect things, and is better when not immediately next to the opponent. Whereas Sarge, there'll be plenty of turns where you just pass without using a Bloodborne spell. I do like that Xerix can just click his Bloodborne spell every turn and be fine. Yes, Cookie, the obelisks buff all your dervishes, just everything with the type dervish. So they buff their own dervishes, they buff each other's dervishes, they buff Xerix's dervishes, which is why we want him. I don't think I have any cards that are dervishes, except this Dunecaster, which like freezes a dervish and it no longer dies at the end of the turn. So it sticks around. That's our only way of like making a permanent dervish with a card in the deck. But yeah, they all get buffed. So having a couple of obelisks around, even if they're out of reach of doing anything themselves, you know, if the opponents run away from them, they can still be quite impactful. So I have absolutely no idea how good this deck is, and I suspect it comes down to whether they can answer a Pyromancer early on. We don't really have any ways of making the Pyromancers larger, which is very unfortunate. We passed on all those second wishes before the Pyromancers showed up, which I think was probably right. I don't know whether you're supposed to take second wish in case you get something you need to put it on. But, you know, a Pyromancer without buffs is still good. And we do have a Songweaver and Astral Phasing, which can buff it protectively and move it to a new position. And we have a Starfire Scarab, which kind of comes with its own buffs, I guess. So that'll do. That'll do for now. This deck's probably okay. It got a lot better in the last 10 or so picks. With the Primus, the second Golem, the big Golems, the Pyromancers, third Falchius. The 3 Falchius is nice. We're gonna own the early game with those. So let's see how it goes, I guess. If I had to make a guess, I'd say we're probably going to go about 3 to 5 wins with this deck. It really depends on whether the opponents have answers for our broken cards and whether we draw them early. Alright, so I probably want to keep the Obelisk. I'd rather have the Ethereal Obelisk in hand here, just to play it on the first turn. I think we're gonna keep the Ephemeral Shroud so that we can play it and then play this on turn 2. I think the Skywing can go because I don't really see myself running it out. I think I'm going to play the Obelisk instead of the Skywing. And I guess Bone Swarm is good. our opponent has the option of playing 2/2 next turn, but there seem to be a lot of 3-drops in this game / format, so playing 2/2 on turn 1 seems less likely. Like we've got a bit of a spike at 3 rather than 2, and the deck I drafted earlier in the week when I was practicing had the same problem, and I think it only had 4 2-drops, so I think this is probably less good against a Lionar opponent early on. Oh, this is spicy. So we're going to replace this and hope for a more turn 1-able 2-drop. Nope. But we're going to run this out there. It gets on the board. If the opponent wants to use a removal spell on it to prevent us from playing a 4-drop, that is fine. We can use the Songweaver to get this to kill something. That's pretty good. There's a good chance we just move forward, kind of leave this guy here and play the Obelisk, but I think I'd rather have the Primus down, because the Primus controls space quite well. We should... One thing we've got to be careful of, actually, in this matchup is... so in Denizens of Shrimzar, Lionar got a new removal spell, which is 3 mana, destroy a minion that's not next to a general. It's kind of a 1 minion decimate. It's called Sky Burial, I think. So we should be careful of that. The suspense is killing me. Whatever this is, I hope we replace it into like a Falkius and just kill it. That'd be sweet. A Koi, okay. Silver Guard. Now that's interesting. So we have a great play now. We can just play a Sojourner and let the Koi die on it. The Sojourner obviously immediately dies to the Knight or Argyn, but we get to generate a bunch of advantage essentially by drawing this additional card, drawing another card when the Sojourner dies, and killing the Koi. So it's a 3-for-1. So I think we should probably take that. The main issue is that we might not have space in our hand. If we play this and it gets replaced by another card, so we might not actually have room in hand for that play, which is really annoying actually. So we need to find another... I guess we can move this, move here, play... We'd have to find a 2-drop. So let's replace... What's the least impactful? Probably the Wind Strike. Falkius. So maybe I meant to just play the Obelisk. Move this to where it will get killed, and move this here. No, that's bad. I'm going to move Xerix up here. Oh, I could have moved here and just traded. That would have been better, wouldn't it? Rather than letting the pet do it itself. So now we have an Obelisk that's slightly out of the way, and hopefully our opponent doesn't have an answer for it. We get to kill this with... So I'm hoping the Silver Guard Knight attacks, because we get to kill it with Falkius then. But even if we don't, there's a chance we can pop a Dervish sort of here or here, and no, here would run into Xerix here, and kill it that way. This is interesting. I'm not sure if here was the correct place, but the rope is a cruel mistress. I do like that if Argyn wants to commit to this mana tile, you know, put the Silver Guard Knight there, put himself there so it stays a 3/5. And we get to take this one essentially for free with the Dervish. Okay, so it looks like unless Argyn has a Sunbloom, we're going to get this mana tile. It is unfortunate that we didn't get to have the 3-for-1 off the Koi. Maybe we should have just gone for it. Oh man, that's terrifying. We need a Dispel. Let's see. So I can play Falkius and kill this. We got the mana tile, that's nice. I think... Hmm. Well, one thing we can do is play... Oh no, we can't. We don't have the mana. It would be nice to be able to play Songweaver buffing this, and then Falcius and kill the second son that way. We might just die next turn. This probably doesn't have enough impact right now. Astral phasing. That doesn't help either. Well, I guess it allows us to remove this and run away. I don't know if that has any value. I think maybe we just have to sort of suck it up and hope that we don't just die. If I play this in between myself and Arjun, I can kill this. Obviously attack this. Drop another dervish. And hope. So the sun might just come down here and kill this, actually. That would be a pretty reasonable play for the opponent. But then at least it's not hitting me in the face. Oh man, we're just drawing a bunch of clunky cards. We needed one more mana on each of the previous turns. Or actually, on turn 2 we just needed one more space in hand. A 2-drop to spend the mana. We would have made a lovely play. But maybe it still should have gone for it. No, I feel like this had a bit more impact still. And it allowed us to take this mana tile, which didn't ultimately matter, which is annoying, but okay. We can deal with that. So I'm hoping he just wants to go face with this. If the Fireblaze Obelisk dies, we are in a bit of a tighter spot. We can at least kill that then with the Dervish and the Falcius. Without taking 8. That could be valuable. But our opponent also has the opportunity to play something else this turn, so we're going to be in a bit of a bind. Okay, so he's going after this. He's moving pretty far though. That's interesting. What? It's terrifying. Did I pick that Entropic Decay? I don't remember. I feel like this is doing nothing. Grincher. What does that do for me? It trades with this. Or this. Which isn't bad. So I can kind of run away, move here with Falcius, hit this, play Grincher down here. Get my artifact. Hopefully it's something gross. That will allow me to swing the board a bit more. And if nothing else, I can run away from the horrible stuff. And get some damage on them. And attack this. Play... Actually, if I play the Primus Shieldmaster, he can't... No, he can just kill it with this and then buff this. Yeah, okay. That's terrifying. But we can't play it this turn, which is really annoying. I'm going up here, I think. And that Dervish is going to stay exactly where he is. Pyromancer, bit late. I'm already torn. Okay, that doesn't look like a raw. That's good. This is annoying because my opponent can trade the board while I'm sitting here with Soul Grimoire in hand. Oh god, that's brutal. Oh, that's horrifying. Oh wow. We are so dead. Question is, does he attack with this? No, okay. That's interesting. So, what can we do? Still not a lot. Let's get rid of this astral phasing and see what we get. An 8-8. I do like 8-8s. They don't do a lot here, but... where's my Dispel? Let's see. If I play the Pyromancer, it will die. I can play this and it will trade with the Dagakiri, while putting me out of the way of most of my opponent's stuff. I don't really like backing into the corner, but I think I have to here. Let's play this first. So I wanted to spawn on one of these two forward squares, basically. Good. Play this guy. Play the Soul Grimoire. So this way, I will get larger when my opponent attacks my stuff to clear it out of the way. Which means when my opponent's minions attack me, they will die, hopefully. This is where he slams a Rust Crawler and I concede. But yeah, I'll take a bunch of damage, but they will die. And hopefully I'll be left with a charge on it that will allow me to get in for a lot later. I mean, I'm probably not going to be able to run away because I think this is my only provoke. So my opponent can just kind of box me into the corner here, which means I'm probably just dead given time, but I can try. Okay, so that kills that. And then I take 6. Oh my god. But at least it dies. And he can't kill this. Oh, he can hit it with Arjun. Oh no. Oh, that's very bad. Wow, he just has all the terrifyingly persistent attackers. This Arjun's deck is pretty good. Okay, how do we get out of this? What can we do? We can draw Dispel is what we can do. We can Dispel this, move over here, kill it, play something in between me and these awful things. What am I replacing? Skywing, you don't do much. Young Flamewing, you also don't do much. We have all these minions that require setup. So I can go into the corner and avoid this stuff. That doesn't help. I could just kill this now. I just kind of die on board though. Well, I mean, I can't really avoid that anyway. I guess I have to stay away from this for one more turn and hope that I don't die in the meantime. So I think what I'm going to do is play the Sojourner and buff it. So if I do, maybe I'm supposed to play Young. No, that just dies. This doesn't block enough space off, and it just trades with this anyway. So I'm going to play the Sojourner here and Songweaver it. Maybe that should be the other round. Neither. Oh, that's good. Okay, that will allow me to kill something. Probably this. For free, air quotes. Or even, like, if enough stuff dies and I don't get hit. No, I can... No, he can break the thing deterministically this turn. So you just kill the 2/6 with Second Sun, and then the Sunsteel... Sorry, the Sunset Paragon moves in and attacks me, and then the Sunsteel Defender comes around the corner and attacks me. But at least if my opponent does that, it does leave the 3/3 up. Looks like that's what's going to happen. Oh no. Alright. So I can just, like, maybe kill my opponent next turn. I've got a charge left. Is he going face? Ah, boo! Boo! It's all gone. It's all gone. This Sunsteel is really bad. Well, not drawing the dispel for this. That was bad. Oh wow, I can't even play things. Do we have any way of getting out of this? Not the Falkiers. I can't play it. Oh well. That's that. Zero and one. You hit her first. This is really sad. When I was doing my practice run, I was thinking, man, I wish I was streaming this right now instead of whatever I do on the weekend, because like I said, I got this Kara deck. I went 7-0 and then 8-3. It was insane. Not doing that again. But let's see if we can squeak out some wins. I mean, our opponent had a pretty scary deck there. We had outs that we didn't hit. Like if we dispelled the second sun, that game got a lot easier. Not necessarily great, but a lot easier. Star's Fury could have helped. Helped us clear some stuff. Bone Swarm might have let us kill the Sunsteel Defender, but in general that card seems pretty good against us. Yeah. Nothing for it but to try again, I guess. See if we can get ahead a bit earlier this time. So yeah, I probably should have played turn 2 differently. A lot of Lionar. Okay, we've got a 2-drop, that's good. I think I'm going to replace Bone Swarm for the same reason as last time. Although it would have actually been good in that last game, because it kills the Koi and mostly kills the 3-3. And allows me to also play a 3-drop. Maybe I'm supposed to keep it on that basis. Like, Bone Swarm plus this kills Small Minion plus the 3-5 Taunt, whose name, for some reason, temporarily escapes me. I think I'm going to replace Purgatos, because this is the better 4-drop to just throw out there. I would like to hit a Pyromancer instead of this Doomcaster. I'd like to be able to use him for value later. Maybe I'm meant to replace this. Yeah, okay. That doesn't help a lot. I should replace one of these probably, because I actually want Grincher in my hand because it's potentially kind of broken. Let's go for the Primus because it's... Ooh. Do we keep the Doomcaster or the Ephemeral Shroud? This doesn't die to Blood... this dies to Blood Tear Alchemist, so if the opponent has Blood Tear Alchemist or Blistering Scorn and we've played this, we are very sad. But this is probably more valuable because of, Second Sun and that sort of thing. So I'm going to run out this guy. Oh, that would have been so much better. Don't... Oh, really? Never mind, we have a Falkis. We can blow him out in return. And then play Grincher the following turn, I guess? So does that mean we replace the Obelisk now? What other options do we have? We can go here, play the Obelisk, let it get killed. No, I don't think there's a universe in which I don't play the Falkiers. Obelisk plus 3-drop is also a good next turn, whereas this guy isn't coming down. Unless we get provoked and can't get it a mana tile. I'll take that risk. Sweet. I'm going to play this here because it physically blocks access to one of the mana tiles. So this way we've kind of undone the card disadvantage from having our 2-1 exploded. Very sadly exploded, but exploded nonetheless. So I'm guessing this mana tile is getting taken. A moo. Alright, sure. We can make that run into Grincher and die. And a better card. Sure. How do we do this? So one option is just to play the 2 obelisks. And, you know, stand here, play obelisk, obelisk, pass the turn. Amu comes and attacks me. I guess I could play the Falchius there instead so that they'll trade, but I actually prefer its ability to body block. It's really bad against Sunbloom. The way to play around that, I guess, is to put one of them here or here, which would work. Grincha will let me swing the board while I still have life going, and it makes this just die, although Arjun can attack it as well himself. I think, although getting obelisks out early is better, I think that's more favourable. Let's replace the Skywing and see what happens. Pyromancer. Maybe the obelisks are better, they just create more space that way. Yeah, what I'm going to do is I'm going to play the obelisk here. And then I think I'm going to put the Falchius this way and play the other one there. So it's further away. And the reason behind that is the effect on this is valuable because it buffs my Bloodborne spell. So that's going face, and we'll probably die to a Dervish next turn. This can't kill anything relevant. I can't be Holy Immolation as well, that's nice. He can obviously deal me a lot of damage though. But... Ooh. Can he kill it? Please don't kill it. Don't do it. What? Blue tip scorpion. Double damage to minions. Okay. So we're guaranteed to have a Dervish spawn here, which is funny. Okay. So we untapped with 2 Dervish Makers. That's awesome. We want to kill the ranged minion. We want to just kill everything, really. Let's replace this Wind Shrike and see what comes out. Meh. So one option is we can play a Pyromancer over here, because it'll contest the board pretty well. We do have to kill Sivrel in that case. And then... Or Dispel it, I guess. We can Dispel the Scorpion, or... That's kind of it. The other option is we play Grincha, hope for something gross. We could get Cyclone Mask, or the Frenzy thing. It's probably better, to be honest. Let's just lay this down here, I think. Oh, it's perfect! So, where do I even go? Where do I want to be? I can go... I need to be here, really. Which I can't, obviously. I think maybe just staying where I am. No, because then these don't do anything. Damn it. I'm going to stay where I am and just do this. And move the Falchius up here. Block off a little more space. And just kind of waste the Dervishes, which is very sad. So this obelisk's going to die now. But the amount of clearing I got off that was great. Oh, he can pull the other obelisk to him with Sivrel. That's terrifying. What else could I have done? I could have moved over here. No, because wherever I go, this middle square is blocked. Yeah, so that's dead. But he can't pull this with Sivrel now because there's something already in front of him. That's scary. He's bunched up really nicely for Frenzy again, though. He's just traded with that. Fair enough. Well, that's okay. I'm happy for him to trade with that. Ooh, Sivrel has a sword animation. Ow. Okay. So we can kill this with our artifact. And the... Oh, well... No, we have to use Grincha. I don't really want to take... I got on to 10 here. That's terrifying. We do get to play a Pyromancer and use this. Do I use Astral Phasing to keep Grincha alive and put it down there? I think we start by doing this. Kind of actually like the idea of using Astral Phasing as another 5/4 essentially. Yeah. we put it down here. Kill this. Now we destroyed that and Grincher is slightly bigger. This still doesn't do anything, but we can at least use it to play a Pyromancer far away. And then we pop the Dervish. And I think I'm going to save this Ephemeral Shroud for a potential rainy day, and otherwise just play this next turn. So, well, this is sketchy. We're very far ahead on board, and we've stuck an obelisk that hopefully will at some point do something, but our life total's awful. Then again, we do have a lot more power on board than the opponent, which puts us in great position to kill them also. So this doesn't get dispelled. War Talon, alright. There's another Pyromancer. Oh, the Dervish gets to kill something, that's awesome. So this will just die to my various little attackers. And then I think I run away and play the 10-10. So Grincher goes to 2 HP, which is marginally sad, but not really a big deal. Do I replace this Pyro? It's very good. I mean, so this is definitely happening. The animation is amazing. I think I replaced this Pyro. I want something bigger for the next turn. Like that, that'll do. Yeah, I'm gonna kill this. Play a massive golem and run away. Where do I run away to? I think I run away to... There's nowhere where I can really defend myself. If I go here, it defends the obelisk, which is probably valuable. That seems reasonable. Yeah, that'll do. Oh. That's slightly frightening. Maybe I should have played it there to block movement towards the Pyro, actually. Sure. Do you want to hit the 5-2? Ugh. Making sure it trades. That doesn't do anything unless he attacks the... Okay. So... If I... Oh wait, hang on, I have lethal. Suicide this. Dispel the provoke. Attack, attack. Oh! That was scary. That was very scary. But we gotta win. We gotta win. We're not gonna 0-3. It's the eternal fear every time you gauntlet. We're not gonna 0-3. What's up next? That was interesting. So, obviously that time we sat on the Ephemeral Shroud for the entire game, and, well, you know, it eventually came in handy. Oh, no 2-drops again. Well, I think our replace is pretty easy here. Get rid of the expensive stuff we can't cast for ages. Well, this is interesting now. This deck really doesn't like going first, does it? I think we've been first every time. Makes me sad. Do I replace Purgatos with Grincher? Or even just the Tiger? The Tiger seems good. If I don't get a 2-drop, I can kill something with it. And stay even. I want to play this. There's a good chance you'll have Chromatic Hold or whatever. Purgatos is kind of small. Alright, cool. Not playing a 2-drop against Kara. This is not going to go well. Ooh. I think I prefer her not to take the monotile. Interesting. Right, so the opponent basically has nothing. That's good. So we can actually just cast Bone Swarm, but I'd rather play the game. So what I can do is play an obelisk down here and move, but I still leave this tile untaken, which is kind of upsetting. Maybe I'm supposed to take the play the Saberspine Tiger and just kill this, which isn't really any good because I can kill this with my face or with this Bone Swarm. Let's replace the Golem. Dunecaster. That still doesn't do anything. So, if I play the Obelisk here and move, neither of my opponent's units can attack it. But if she has the Chromatic Cold, I get massively behind. She can take this mana tile but not the other one. She can play 5 mana's worth of stuff. She can play 6 mana if she takes this and then... Oh man. But on the other hand, if I play this, like, she can still play a 5-drop and I can't do anything about it. I don't have an answer to a 5-drop in my hand, so I think I have to make this play, because if my opponent wants to develop a big board, this will help me catch up. And if my opponent wants to kill this, at least it will take some mana. And getting rid of a Chromatic Cold is probably more valuable than getting rid of a Hearthsis that I can just attack at the cost of, air quotes, merely some life. But I don't see myself winning this game. No Snap Dispel yet. That's promising, I guess. I'm gonna see a Lightbender. Fine. Oh, really? What is this, constructed? Oh man. Well, the Bone Swarm is still great. We can Bone Swarm, we can actually dispel this as well. So we can kind of clear and then play a 3-drop that we don't have because we just used it. Kind of wanna... Oh, I have to leave 1 minion up. I can either attack this or the Snow Chaser. Let's do... I guess I can use the Saber Spine to kill the other one. I'd rather just play my Bloodborne spell and... Oh, I can Dervish, yes, okay. So what I do is I Bone Swarm, I move back when I play a... oh no, that doesn't work. I have to activate my hero power and hope it lands on the mana tile if I want to do that, or I have to not kill anything, which seems unwise. Let's replace Purgatos. Primus, okay. That's not great either, but never mind. So we kill everything, or at least nerf everything. Get rid of this. And I think we just have to... Well, I think I'm going to move here and I'm going to do this, and then I'm just going to hope... Oh, I should have done that the other way around, so I had slightly more chance of landing on the mana tile. Come on, come on, come on. No. Okay. I really hope at some point they make Xerix able to place his Dervish. Because obviously if I get to play a 4-4 on my 2-1, that's awesome, you know, then I've swung the board back in my favour again. We're going to have to start dealing with large things from Kinetic Surge now. At least I have Grincher. Grincher can probably, with a good roll, Grincher can maybe get me out of a lot of bad situations. I mean, it probably won me the previous game with that Iridium Scale. Kara's Bloodborne spell is so much better than mine. Oh, wow. That's depressing. Sure. Oh, don't surround me. You've got another one? Come on. Boo. What do I even do? Do I play Grincher and hope for Iridium Scale again? I'm just gonna die. That doesn't do anything. So I can sort of blunt these a bit with the Primus. What can this get me? Give me like Arclight Regalia. Doesn't even do that much. Iridium Scale, which does a fair bit. That's sort of it. Probably better than my other options. Crescent Spear. That is rubbish. Fine. I guess we lose. Oh man, this is brutal. Opponent doesn't like my obelisk. This thing buffed is really good. Please don't. So I guess what we have to do is kill this. Oh, come on. Not this again. Oh boy. Okay. That could be interesting. Could do something. What can we do? We can kill this with Grincher. Move. Star's Fury. Kill both of these. Well, air quotes kill the Snow Chaser, it doesn't actually die. That's probably better than anything else I have this turn. And I get to make my Bloodborne spell too. What other options do I have? I can play the Primus, doesn't do a lot. I can play this plus this, doesn't do a lot. No, I think the Star's Fury is the play here. If I get 4 of them, does that help? I can get rid of this instead of this. No, I can't reach it. Can I? No, not without killing this first, which doesn't work. Alright, cool. That's a pretty good position to be in, actually. So that means Kara has to stay kind of over there if she wants to... no, not really. She can come around here and hit this. But yeah, basically the Sunsteel Defender can't reach me while the 2/2 is alive, which is not a great defensive measure, but it'll do. It's okay. I've had plenty of arena runs in Hearthstone where I've gone 0-2 and then like 6-2. So we can do this. How did this person lose? Why does everyone have these stupid Sunsteel Defenders that my deck can't deal with? Please go away. I mean, I guess theoretically I can kill it here, but I can't kill anything else. Well, I just die. Let's see. Well, those aren't going to do a lot. That doesn't do a lot either. I can kill one thing and play a Primus. I can Saber Spine and Primus. I guess the Sunsteel is better to remove than the Golem. I'm going to go over here where the Snow Chaser's worse. Play this. I'm going to equip this anyway. It makes me hit back slightly harder, and, you know, now my opponent knows how crappy my Grincher roll was. Are we dead on board? We're actually not dead on board. Opponent only has 2 cards in hand. I mean, I don't really see us winning, like, our opponent's top decks are excellent because they're all bigger than us, but I guess it's like theoretically possible. Well, actually, I don't know about that. What are we even drawing? Ash, you have that as well. That I am less scared of, I will admit. Okay, what can we possibly do or draw? These are a bit expensive. Let's replace them. Oh, that's awesome. Valkyries is a great draw. Okay, we can kill one of these things. Our opponent's only on 12. Might be able to get somewhere eventually. So I think the play is play the Falcius. Kill off this stupid thing. Run out this golem. Click the dervish button. Go ahead, go ahead, go ahead. I'll do. That was a pretty good turn, actually. Those Ash Methods are far away. We might actually be able to win if Kara keeps hitting our stuff with her face. We're probably still, we're like, you know, 10% to win maybe. But we do at least have more cards than the opponent, and we can keep blocking. We're blocking with enough oh no, that's bad. Is that lethal? Why are you well-plating me? That's not lethal. You blocked yourself off there, mate. Get out. My opponent said well played when they meant haha. Maybe. Yeah, that's dead. You get to kill me with your little dude. Uh-huh. Ooh, coming closer. Bold. Oh, okay. Not dead. So, how do we win this? Do I replace Yun? I think I replace Yun. Starfire Scarab is probably too slow. So, we can step back. We're away from this. We can step here, kill this, play the golem in the middle. Speaking of golems, this guy is going to kill this thing. I really want to kill this and hit the golem, but I can't. But I can play the Dunecaster and kill this, and this stays alive. So I think I'm just going to go in the corner because that's the safer play. And I can make it so that the Hailstone Golem can't do a lot. So this goes here, we pump this. Kill that. Play this. Click the button. Oh, we're alive! We're alive and we have an 8-8 in play. Opponent has to respect the 8-8. Can we win this? If we top deck like Dragonbone Golem, or even maybe this is good enough? Damn it! That was your top deck? That makes me very sad. So is she gonna kill us with her face? That's bold. No respect for the 8-8. I mean, it is now a fox, but still. That guy is gonna kill the fox, yeah. Well, we're not dead. And we can play an Obelisk and a Starfire Scarab this turn, which seems like a good way to potentially get back into the game. And that guy's still alive. That's awesome. So the Scarab goes on here. This goes here. I'm going to play the Obelisk just in the way. Do I leave? Do I go here? No, I don't think so. I think I'm going to stay turtled up and then maybe run away unexpectedly. So if she draws like a Saber Spine Tiger at any point, we're pissed. But you know, maybe she won. We only need one more turn to win the game. Yes, we got there! Oh my god, that's awesome! We actually got there. Oh wow, that Dervish hero power. Oh, I got a crate. That joins my other 11 crates. Wow. That was amazing. How do we pull that off? 2-1. Alright. We are not as on the brink of death as I expected. This is bad. Her hero power is a lot better than mine. And we don't have Blistering Scorn. This is another hand with no 2-drops. To be fair, if we stick a Pyromancer, it's pretty awesome against, like, swarms, I guess. What else am I punting? Grincher has so far been pretty good. So, probably Skywing? Hey, oh, it's Ephemeral Shroud. I want Ephemeral Shroud. So, what do I replace here? I think I like the idea of just playing 2 Falkiuses in a row and just killing all my opponent's early plays. That's awesome. Like, we could just win the game on the back of that. Dispel is very important, but then again, so is having... Well, if our turn 3 is probably just... No, I'd rather have the Hailstone Golem and then keep the Falkius in my pocket. I'd rather have the option. So maybe I should replace Grincher? Because... So I'm trying to hit like Pyromancer or the Obelisk. That's basically it. Maybe that's not worth it. Like, I can beat stuff up with artifacts just as well as I could with Dispels. So maybe just hold on to all of this because it's good. Like, we have a 4-drop for next turn. We have 2 awesome remove a minion 3/3s for 3. We have a value piece. And, well, I guess now we also have an Obelisk, which is also good. So unless you, like, Demonic Lures this or something, we are in cash. Is that a Wraithling Swarm? Yeah. Boo! Oh man, this makes the Falkius is rubbish as well. Putting something in my face? What? A moo. Oh, I Falkius that. Alright, well, that's not the worst thing ever, I guess. So, options. I'd like to get the Obelisk out, to be honest. I can go here, hit this, and then it'll die. And the Obelisk is up here. Do I lose if I do that? Like, it's probably better just to play the Falkius. And I'll probably replace this, to be honest. The opponent just has too much board presence. I think what we need to do is start deploying the cards that I kept in my hand for this reason. And I think this is just going to have to kill some 1/1s. Which is not exactly its job, but, you know, whatever, we'll take it. We got a disgusting 2-for-1 off the Falkius already, so if the Ephemeral Shroud trades with 2/3 of a Wraithling Swarm, we're not doing too badly still. Oh, I guess the Falkius can just die to the 1/1 and Lilith here, so that's not that's not very exciting. But then we have another Falkius to kill whatever she plays next, so... and then we can play Grincher and just... Look at me, I'm Sarge, with my constantly buffed attack. Sargerix. Sounds like an awful celebrity couple. Yeah, that's what she's going for. Man, Falkius' attack animation is awesome. Please just pass the turn. Just, like, do nothing. That would be amazing. No! Not allowed. Actually, that's probably still fine. Oh no. I don't want you to have Sojourner, that's my job. So we can play the Hailstone Golem, which dies to this. Which this dies to, rather. Get rid of this, I think. Maybe the Dragonbone. You know what we can do, actually, is we can get Koi to trade with one of these. There's one here. Perfect. So if I play Falkius, I can knock this down to a 1/1 without it drawing a card. And And then I also have a Falcius in play. What do I replace? I'm probably not going to have any minions. If I play this, it'll just die. My opponent will kill it. So yeah, let's get rid of this. My own Sojourner, that's excellent. Damn, I should have replaced first and just made the Koi walk into the Sojourner. No, I think I still want to do this. What do I want this to be? Do I want my opponent to be over here or over here? Yeah, it doesn't matter that much. I'll make her have to walk it. The opponent didn't draw a card there. Pretty handy. That dies for free. So we've now got 5 cards in hand to the opponent's 3, but this will obviously pick up one pretty soon. The Falcius is going to die to this. It does at least give us a bit of a life advantage, but only a small one. But since... Oh, we just drew a Starfire Scarab, that's awesome. So if the opponent walks over here, we can walk away and just play the Scarab. Oh, it's still pretty unprotected. She can just walk over and hit it with something. She has an artifact. Probably just playing Grincher instead, because Grincher is sweet. Let's see how this develops. Like, Lilith might also stay where she is, and we can just retreat. I think we probably need to move here, actually, just to open up some movement options, basically. Because we don't really want to stay against this line, this wall. And we don't really have the ability to play 2 minions next turn. A lot of our 2-drops are fragile anyway. We don't have Bloodborne yet. My opponent is thinking for a long time about whether she wants to attack this Falcius with a 1/1 that draws a card. It's like, of course you do. Oh no! Oh, that's bad. At least those spawned somewhere rubbish. I want to move and then play Grincher like over here so it doesn't die to this, but I also... No, if I hit anything that can kill the Owl Beast Sage, it'll be more expensive, won't it? Let's replace you. Songweaver, not great. Go, go, Gadget Grincher. That's abysmal. Is that as bad as the Crescent Spear? You know what, we can replace it. We can just replace it. It drew a card. I'll take that. I was kind of hoping that would be like a white asp or something. Or like the one that turns minions into totems that slowly kill you. Spine Cleaver. We just farm the 1/1s for it. Right, so now I just gotta hope my opponent doesn't do anything with our Owl Beast Sage to make it larger again, and then we can just trade Grincher for it. Although Grincher being over here also gives us a good shot of playing a Starfire Scarab kind of somewhere safe. And I can use Xerix to body block. I have a decent amount of life, so... Like, if I just move Grincher down 1, play the Scarab here, it's hard to access for whatever's going to come here next turn. Xerix can maybe just pop out and kill some stuff. Don't do it. Don't do anything. Okay, that's fine. Oh, interesting. Actually just killing it. Fair enough. That's quite bad for me, I guess. Stop doing stuff. Okay, that cost me a card. Oh no! Buffs that, doesn't it? Oh, that Sage is awful. Nasty thing. Right, what are we doing? I think we are clicking the hero power and hopefully it spawns behind me and I can play the Starfire Scarab far away. That's good enough. Let's play it. don't have ritual banishing or we lose. Might be dead anyway, to be honest. I don't like where my life total is going. Oh, Albie Sage is such a scary card. Man. So we can buff this. That's actually relevant. If the opponent plays an X5, we can kill it with the Scarab. The Sage might stay where it is in order to hide from this, which I would be sort of okay with. We have some big dorks. We can play the 10-10 sort of around here, actually. Yeah, even if this dies, worst comes to worst, we can play the 10-10 and hide behind that. Hiding behind a large golem did work out last time reasonably well. I really should have picked that Entropic, shouldn't I? That's scary, because that speaks of someone not caring about this Scarab very much. My opponent's only on 15, so I'm going to 12 here. Yeah, okay. Wow, that's really scary. What have you got? What? Really? In Gauntlet? Oh, come on. What does that one do? Ranged. Jeez. Oh my god. What the hell? Great. We have some random minions. None of these do literally anything. Wow. Okay. There's 3 very strong decks we've come up against so far. I guess it's pretty random. Like, it maybe depends on when you play as well. The ones I came up against in the week were mostly less terrifying. There was one player who had no Inquisiticron who destroyed me. Oh, we're on the draw for once. That's nice. We get to keep some 3-drops. Easy replace. This is alright. Rather have an Obelisk, probably. Although they're not so good when you're going second. Probably just jamming the Skywing turn 1. Ooh, we have the combo. What am I replacing? Like, the Golem holds down the ground. Like, much as it's good value, I might even end up replacing the Flamewing. But we'll see, actually. Maybe I'm supposed to just... So, there are a couple of ideal plays. We go turn 1 this. Hopefully it doesn't get lasting judgmented. And then we have... Scarab. Okay, that's fine. That dies to this. Yeah, so we can play this. Hopefully it doesn't get killed, and then we can hop over to a mana tile and then play Grincher and hopefully kill this. Or we can play a 4-drop and... sorry, a 4-drop. Or we can play one of the 3-drops plus a 2-drop if we draw one. So it probably is worth replacing the Hailstone Golem, because it's reasonably likely that we'll get to 5. If not, and we have to Falkius, that's not the worst thing ever. Or we'll just play the young Flamewing, that's also fine. So, yeah, let's try that. Is the opponent wondering whether to play a slow or something? Wonder if they have slow in hand. Oh, that's useful. That's a 2-drop. So, like, the other option is, because we're likely to have 5 mana, we can play this plus this in a turn, which is quite sweet. So if the opponent runs forward, play something here, we can dispel it, hop down, kill this, steal the mana tile, play the Flamewing. Or the Falkius. The Falkius is probably better, actually. No, I like, because we want to hit this with Xerix. So, I mean, the downside is that Skywing almost certainly dies to whatever this 4-drop is. That's probably going to be here. And the Flamewing is not that likely to get back. But we'll see how it goes. Grisha, you need to stop being rubbish and pulling out like 1 mana spell high cards, please. That would be really nice. Need more white asps and Arclight Regalias. Oh, crap. I forgot to click end turn. Yeah, we need to talk, Grincher. You need to pull your finger out and get some proper artifacts going. I want to see, like, Dawn's Eye. I want to see Arclight Regalia. I want to see even Spectral Blade. That's pretty awesome. I want to see some terrifying value nonsense. I mean, that Iridium scale was good, don't get me wrong. You made a good call there. That's aggressive. What is this? Ah, clever. No, it doesn't die. Although we can dispel it. And it will die on the spot, which is kind of spicy. Actually, what we can do now is we can dispel this and then play a Falcius and kill this. And that's pretty scary. The other option is we can play a Pyromancer. Fly over here. Drop Flamewing or Falcius. Kind of like the idea of dispelling this, so I don't just take 4. Like, getting tempoed out with 6 cards in hand has proven to be an issue so far. So I think I like the Ephemeral Shroud line. So if I pop Skywing over here, I can play Falcius between it and Argian, but that doesn't help that much. I'd love to play the Ephemeral Shroud sort of down here-ish, but I can't. I can't really prevent him from taking the mana tile, I think. We're going up here. This here or here? Probably doesn't matter that much. Let's go with here. Because then I can kill this and play the Ephemeral Shroud between me and my opponent, impeding his movement in this direction. And I think I will replace none of this, actually. We've got a decent chance of being able to set up a good Pyromancer with the Skywing. Opponent has shown they don't at least have ranged removal in the opening hand, unless they really wanted to make that aggro Songweaver play. So, this again, when I've just used my Dispel. Ugh. Well, I can suicide my entire board into it. Yeah, that's fun. I can play Grincher or I can play Flamewing plus Pyro. I can also sort of run away from it for a little bit. I like the idea of going over here and deploying a Pyro and a Flyer. Probably spread out so I don't lose the game to Sunbloom. Is there anywhere that doesn't... No, my opponent can always kill it with Saber Spine no matter where it is, unless it's like here, I guess. Or even then, because that moves this to there, Saber Spine. Yeah, it can go here. Yeah. You play the Flamewing behind me. So I'm going to go this way, so I'm not immediately in front of that awful second sun. Play my Flamewing over there. Move this down and put this in the way. Actually, I might even attack the second sun with this now, because it's otherwise just going to die to Argian. The whole point is just to have a minion that's that Argian can't kill in between second sun and me. So at least now we've got kind of threats diversified around the board. Opponent has 5 cards in hand, that is a lot. But we have sort of splurged out a bit, board-wise. So if this wants to come over here, it's going to be useless and we can kill it. So it looks like our opponent's getting aggro. So this is going to be a Blood Tear Alchemist. And then go face. Please don't do that. Arclight Sentinel. Man. Well, we have a great Bone Swarm at least. Bone Swarm plus Pyromancer And this is going to take 2 damage from hitting me. Oh my god. Ow! Ow! Not fair. So not fair. But at least we have the answer. So, am I playing this other Pyromancer? I think so. If I've got a bunch of Pyromancers over here, my opponent might just lose to them. I would be okay with that. Again, I kind of want it far away from this, so I'm going to move Skywing down here. And play it sort of lower down. Cast this Bone Swarm. Clear this board a wee bit. And I don't know if I want to run towards the rest of my forces, to be honest. Let's click the button. Like, I want the Flame Wing between me and my opponent if I can help it. I can go here or I can go here. Neither of which is great, but if he's coming towards me, he's running away from the Pyromancers, so I can get in a lot of damage from them. Let's do that. Let's force him to split his attention. I'm going to leave this... Well, maybe I should hit him with it. If he kills it, he goes... It's 10 damage. And, like, we have a Grincher, this random 2/2, this other flyer. Oh, come on. What? Can't deal with this. Dispel, please. No, Songweaver. We have to get rid of that somehow. Maybe we can ignore it for a turn. Maybe we have to get aggressive now. Come on. That's not that bad, actually. Considering what my Bloodborne spell does. Really? Oh, we get a big dude. It's not awful. So I didn't attack the Ironcliffe because I wanted to waste its time killing my minions. Oh, come on. Oh, that does trade with Grincher. That's an interesting pick for the one to kill. Stop it. So I can run one of these in, but that doesn't do anything. Yeah, I just have to let this trade happen. Let's replace this because I'm really looking for... Ooh! Oh no, they can't fly away. But, does that give me some kind of swanky lethal? I don't think I have enough power on the board for that, and this is provoked. So let's assume no. What I am going to do is play this. Attack. Move down. Move down. Wait. What? That's... No. It's supposed to work like that? Do I buff one of these so that the Ironcliffe have to spend 2 turns hitting it? Or do I buff this and hit him in the face? I might do that. I think the Grincher cost reduction might be bugged. Did I spend any other mana? I don't think so. No, it's just bugged. That's really unfortunate because now we'd have an 8/6 if the game was working properly. This is a lot of tempo we're losing, so maybe I'm supposed to do this. Good. That's lethal. Unless you have another provoke. Don't you dare. Don't you dare. Okay, that's fine. Don't do it. Oh, come on! Oh. Do I have to replace this Pantheron looking for something scarier? No, I don't think so. I think I keep it. Problem is this Jaxie can just kill my artifact very quickly. I think we do this. Click the button and just pass. Oh, maybe I should have moved this guy in, actually. Ooh, that's good. Might get me a little bit more on the resources front. Oh, I can roll this again. It's terrifying. I'm just going face with that. I assume so. No. I can kill him with his face. Yes, he's got another... Really? Dude, I'm trying to... How have you lost 2 games? Ugh. Well, that was all awful. Do we concede? Do we keep trying? Let's keep trying. Got nothing to lose at this point. I'm gonna replace this guy, look for something else to do. Like this. Perfect. He's only got 2 cards left in hand. Oh, he can roar that to trade with the Sojourner, that's annoying. But we can kill the Ironcliffe Guardian with the Wind Strike if Xerix is nearby. No, she's going to break the artifact. What are you... Okay. Oh my days. Oh good. Falcius is good. Falcius is very good. Doomcaster also not terrible. Let's do this first. Where were you earlier, Siphon Energy? I don't know if I even want this now. What does it do for me? Like, I think I need something bombier. I think this is just dying, but I can Bloodborne spell again and make it into a 4/4. I think I have to move back somewhat. So that, because obviously this dies to Arjun, I want to be... I don't want the Ironcliffe to reach me this turn. So we play the Falcius. Kill the Dancing Blades. I think I'm going to replace this and hope for like a Starfire Scarab or something. Oh, that'll do actually. It's like reasonably out of the way. Let's put this in front of it. Buff this guy up. And hope my opponent doesn't have yet another insane blowout. Golem is okay. Hailstone Golem's okay. So this is a dead Sojourner. This comes in, kills the Falcius probably, and then I guess something shows up here. Maybe 2 somethings. Opponent's getting the pressure on. Another provoke. Just passing? No, you're killing that. Okay, that's interesting. So I can dispel this. Oh no, I replaced it. Damn it. Oh, good. Kill that relatively easily. Okay. So I can kill this with these 2. I wonder what I can replace into that's better than Hailstone Golem. Starfire Scarab, I guess. Is it worth the shot? It might be. I have some cards with pretty good text on. That's good. That could gain me life. So I'm very tempted to just trade here, but I want a Falcius instead. I can trade the Falcius, move this up. I think we do this. Play the other one. Kill it. Activate the Bloodborne spell. Kill the stupid Ironcliffe. Run out Purgatos. Pass. Oh, I should have moved this forward and spawned this behind it. Yona's the top deck. Okay, so we're basically doing the exact same thing we did against Kara. He's running away, that's promising. Doesn't want to tussle. Just another Sojourner. Boo. I guess I can one-hit kill it at least. Divine Bond, man. That was your hand. I guess he trades with this and he draws. Unless we can draw... Oh man, I wish I had a Dominate Well in my deck. That would be amazing. Massive Golem. Star's Fury does nothing. I think the obvious line is just to kill it with this. Kind of want to send Purgatos forward. I'm going to do this. Let's do this and make myself a bit of space. I'm going to stay where I am for now, but I have the option to run away up, like, northwards, essentially. Actually, maybe I should. No, I want to... So the advantage I have here is I can just sit and basically launch 3-2s at him from far away for ages. If I go up there... No, if I stay near my minions, I'm slightly less susceptible to, like, more airdrop Ironcliffs. Good. Another Sojourner? Come off it. I want to play another minion so I can Star's Fury. Do it. Boo! Gain some life. Not allowed. What do I most easily kill the Sojourner with? Kind of nothing. I can't really stop him drawing 2 cards off it. But I've got a pretty good defensive board, and I can just jam the 8/8 in front. I can attack it once with Purgatos just to gain the life. But I think I'd rather... This is kind of a good excuse to use Star's Fury. But maybe I'd rather just have the 8/8 out. Yeah, let's just do it the easy way. Hit it with this. Hit it with this. Come forward slightly. Lay down the 8/8. Gonna keep the Star's Fury because there's a lot of burst. It's good clear. Good removal. Let's move this forward ever so slightly. Good. Ooh, toughness bonuses. That's awesome, because now my dervishes don't die when they hit Arjun anymore. Still got 3 cards in his hand. Stupid Sojourners. If you play another Sojourner, so help me God. A ranged minion. Damn it. No, that's fine, I can kill it with Star's Fury. I guess I have to, which is annoying, but I can. No, don't play it in front of you. It's not allowed. Okay. That's annoying. Man, the Star's Fury almost does nothing here. Okay. Yeah, so I think we have to kill this and then use the Star's Fury to get rid of the Fire Spitter. I don't think there's an option of not doing that, to be perfectly honest. Die. Die. On the plus side, now I'm backing my opponent into a corner. And I can play an obelisk closer to him. Not right next to him, but closer to him. Which says that now I make 3/3s with my Bloodborne spell, which is awesome. William Blake says, why not to attack with Purgatos? So basically just to keep it alive, because the minion from Star's Fury was going to die at end of turn. It was essentially free. I felt like it was better to keep Purgatos alive. Sure. Oh, that roar is so awful. I felt like it was better to keep Purgatos alive than it was to gain the 3 life or make him lose 3 life. Ethereal Obelisk, not bad. Not bad at all. Do we have enough power to kill this? 15 toughness, we have 8, 11, 12, 13, 14. That can't reach. Purgatos would die. Maybe worth? Probably not. Rather just... like, I can surround it. Lay down another obelisk. Like here. At this point I'm basically just like trying to win the game and desperately hoping he doesn't have anything. Maybe I should suicide this because if he has a removal spell for it, getting through the Whistling Blade becomes very difficult. No, I can't. Wait, no, I shouldn't have moved forward far enough. Because if he can kill this, or this, he can hit me. I should have stayed further back. Damn, I might have cost myself the game there. Oh, on the plus side, let's just hope he doesn't have another Lasting Judgment or whatever other removal spell. Yeah, many. No! He got something. Oh, punished. Whoa! Oh, he's showing off. Sure. Well, I'm happy we lasted as long as we did. I mean, if he was going to Divine Bond that, we were going to die anyway. Yeah, I should have stayed a bit further back there and continued to launch the 3/3 artillery and just, I guess, hope he decked out before I did. I'm not sure. What do we get? Oh, cool. Some Foul Bright Moss Golems. That's nice. Is that it? That is it. Wow. Very swingy. Did an 8-win run and then 2-win run. I was hoping I'd take a bit longer than this, but never mind. Let's crack a pack.